It's me, Paradu again. I was scavenging through some forums, and I found some interesting information on possible leaks for 3.0 and 3.1 relating to Sumeru and Dendro character. I'm sure most of y'all are like me, and you're feeling like Genshin is getting pretty stale. Yeah, Chasm was nice, but we want that new stuff, a new region, new elements, like Dendro, and any bit of information would be nice to hear about those. That's how I feel, at least. These leaks here come from a source, are supposedly from a high-level beta group chat. The first really surprising thing that I read was a character named Collei. For some of you that may have read the manga, that name sounds familiar. The girl that got experimented on and became friends with Amber. I won't get too into spoilers about that. But if you haven't read the manga, go read the manga. And that'll introduce you into Collei, which supposedly is this new character we're getting in 3.0. But they're talking about how she is our first Dendro character. And she currently has 3 kits that they're testing. 2 of those kits are bows, and 1 of those kits is a sword. Now, personally, I think it would be kind of cool if she was using a bow, because that would mean she maybe got inspired by Amber, which would be cute. I don't know, I like that. Because she slowly became to, like, trust Amber in the manga. Maybe, like, she got inspired by Amber, and they're going to add to her story to where that she wanted to use a bow because of Amber, which would be sweet. I would like that. It'd be neat. So maybe that's why they're testing out 2 bow kits. Then they go along to say that the Dendro Archon will be coming out in 3.1, which kind of makes sense because Raiden came out in 3.1. She was in the story in 3.0, but she didn't come out. Her banner didn't release to 3.1. So the same with Zhongli as well. So that would line up with Liwei and Inazuma, so Sumeru will probably be the same thing. They're also talking about how there's a new Cryo claymore, which makes me think of Eula, but I doubt we'll have 2 physical Cryo characters. I'm kind of hoping this character will work good with Shinna, or at least this character's burst does, because ever since Shinna came out, there's no real Cryo character that takes advantage of her burst, except Chongyun. Unless you have, like, you know, C6 Shinna, where you can just spam normal attacks and they don't count towards the stacks. Because our 2 biggest crowd DPS right now, Ganyu and Ayaka, both of their bursts are multiple hits, which don't work with Shinna too. The only character to burst that does is Chongyun. Really? You can say Alloy too, but let's be honest, Alloy is not that great. So I'm really hoping this will be good for Shinna. Now there's a lot of speculation from these leaks about this Cryo Claymore. Some people are thinking it might be Varka, the head Knight of Favonius, that left to go on expedition. Because Varka is a Claymore user. And Varka's title being Knight of Boreas. Boreas? Who's Boreas? Boreas is the wolf boss, the Cryo wolf boss, who left most of Mondstadt covered in snow when he was in power. So Cryo Claymore, Varka, Knight of Boreas, kind of makes sense. But that's just speculation, so don't take that seriously. Because really, he shouldn't be anywhere near Sumeru. Supposedly he's on the expedition near some sea in Mondstadt on the beach, where Mondstadt borders Conria. I think it's the Dandelion Sea. I think the town's called Dortmund Port or something like that. But really, he shouldn't be anywhere near Sumeru in 3.0. So I wouldn't make sense to me, but it's just speculation. But there was also some leaks a few months ago about a Varka DLC after Sumeru. That was 4 or 5 months ago, so maybe things have changed. Maybe they're releasing Varka before Sumeru. Maybe, I don't know. And like I said, it's all speculation. There was also another small leak, and this is from someone who's not as trusted in the leak community, but they're saying that Dendro is going to work really, really well with Hydro. That it possibly might be better than Vape. And right now, Vape is really the best thing in the game. Which, if you think about it, might make sense. Because the last 2 updates, banners, have had Hydro characters. We've had Kokomi, we've had Ayato. And then this next update, we're getting Yelen. Why would MiHoYo be pushing all these Hydro characters? Maybe it's because when Dendro comes out, they want Dendro to look kind of overpowered, to really sell these new characters, to really sell this new Archon. Because I highly doubt MiHoYo wants another Zhongli situation where half the community is in an outrage about a new element or a new character being weak, especially an Archon. But it would be nice seeing the meta be changed up, because it's kind of getting old seeing Pyro and almost everything, or Pyro and Cryo, Pyro, Cryo, and every Abyss run. It would be nice seeing some Hydro DPS with Dendro from now, instead of Hydro being a support, or an enabler. These were some pretty interesting rumors to me, especially about Collei, with her impactful story in the manga and possibly being able to see her in game. But these are very, very early leaks, very early speculation. I would take most of this with a grain of salt. This is stuff after Yelen. There's nothing data mined on this or anything. I just wanted to share with y'all, get some discussions going, maybe see what y'all think. I am a little bit sad just because so far we've heard nothing about, bringing the summer islands back from last summer. I was hoping to get that little summer event that was very fun and relaxing and something new again this summer. But if that means we get Sumeru earlier, I'm fine with just not doing the summer event thing, even though the soundtrack was amazing. But hey, if you thought this video was pretty cool, interesting, please leave a like down below and leave a comment on what you want to see in 3.0. I would love to hear it.